you think I should how you think I should do these?
You just got it.
All right, you gonna narrate? You gonna try to make a fish stock?
A what?
Fish stock?
Oh, yeah, that is. I think there's 2 people on.
How y'all doing? Can you see good? Is it a good angle?
One like.
Thank y'all very much. Appreciate y'all hopping on. I'm gonna
18.
try to use this opportunity to thank y'all for supporting the channel and all of the good stuff y'all do to help us out. We got Sous Chef narrating today. This is a croaker. This is a croaker.
How do you know?
How do I know what?
It's a croaker.
You asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been catching them my whole life. And when you catch these, they make a croaking noise.
How do you tell visually?
Visually, because it has a gold color to it. It also looks like a redfish without the dot.
Thank you for subscribing, Lewis.
Thanks, Lewis. It looks like a redfish without the dot, and it fights like a redfish. This little fish right here will make you think you done caught something 10 times its size.
Stan says sup slime.
Oh yeah, what's up, biker?
Hello, Ilya Kamrani.
Hello, thank y'all for hopping on. So I'm gonna experiment with a different fish processing of these. Normally I will get the scales off in the sink, but for some reason I'm not. Appreciate y'all hopping on as well.
Stan says I see you went and got him.
Man, so biker, what happened this morning, we went and we caught these little croakers right here this morning in a few nice drum, good eating size drum. And we hit a few rat reds, but we had to throw them back. They were like 16 inches. Not 16 inches is a rat red, whereas under the old arrangement, a 16-inch red was a keeper. A 12-inch red was a rat red. So now you got to throw back a 16 because he got to be 20.
He asked where'd y'all go?
Down the road, Highway 23. Down the road. And went by one of them pumps. So I left, well, your boy left his phone in my truck. I get all the way back to town. His old lady called me like, hey, you see his phone? I go look in the truck, his phone in the back seat. So I got to go all the way back down the road. So I just threw my kayak on the truck and brought him his phone, and I went fishing in the kayak. So I went back behind the hospital and was doing pretty good. The wind was blowing pretty good. And so I ended up, just working the marsh bank and caught nothing, bro. Caught nothing. Then it started to rain on me before I could hit the lake.
Hi, Stan.
So I got drenched. But it was pretty cool because it wasn't no lightning and thunder. It was just rain, So it was a good moment to be on a marsh and get wet.
Uncle Stan.
So I had a good time. But I wanted to go live, but guess what? I couldn't go live because I left my kayak mount at the house. And then I couldn't go live because I didn't have my chest rig. because, you know, that's just how life works. So but we're about to start cleaning these babies. I just wanted to knock the scales off. I'm gonna see if I could open it up like a book and leave the skin side on, because I want to try to butterfly these. I want to try to butterfly these croaker. Now, these are some nice sized croakers. Croakers are also a really good fish to eat. You know, some people call them bull croaker because of how big they are. But normally a croaker is only a few inches long. But these are some really healthy, beautiful croakers. And that's just what we call them in New Orleans, croaker. They call them that all over, wherever you could catch them. All right, let me wash these knives, and I'm gonna get back over y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all a bigger fish. All right, let me get another piece of cardboard right quick. And I just want to tell you this little pro tip. I learned this from watching people up north. But all those Amazon boxes that you get in the mail that get delivered to your house, save those boxes, because when you clean fish or you process game, you could do it on a cardboard box, and it'll be so much cleaner.
Easy cleanup.
Easy cleanup. That's right.
Stan, I don't know. Maybe
Right.
a soup.
Let me see if I could do this way with this knife. It doesn't look like I will. Oh. This is a really serious blade. It might be a little too big. I don't know why I'm sawing. Okay, not bad, not bad. So what I'm gonna try to attempt to do is to open up. It's a little big. Let's see if this gonna work. Can you see good?
Yeah.
And normally I would recommend, if you're gonna clean fish, to wear a cutlass glove. But
I haven't made any dumplings lately.
now I'm gonna split the head.
Just no time, really.
I'm gonna try to split the head. Let's see. Because they're really small fish. And I'm gonna try to fry these, some of them, possibly, potentially. I should get the Chinese cleaver. Let me take out this gill plate.
You know, Uncle Stan, I tried to make a stir fry the other day, but it didn't really come out that well.
It was good. The little bit I had of it. All right, let's see. Lebu, can you see a good shot?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, now what I'm gonna try to do is try to do a little detail work. Thank y'all for getting on as well. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. And we're gonna more than likely make a fish stock with the head and backbone, potentially. You don't have much leverage with this method here, and I don't like my right hand being dirty or slimy, as they say. Let's see. Just trying to see something like that. We get the backbone out. Now this little part right here, I think that'd be a beautiful presentation frying it. If you were to fry it, you know, Libu? See right here? You can leave the head on and all. You can take these little pin bones out. It's not like salmon's pin bones.
What's the limit on croaker? A question from Stan.
Yeah, that's a good question, Stan. I do not know. Because I don't know. Now, I do have a fishing book with the limits, but I've never looked up the limits for croaker because it's rare that you catch them this big. But I think that's a beautiful presentation to, if you were to fry it. You can also stuff this just like this. You can remove some more of the pin bones and just give them a stuffing. All right, let's see.
In Louisiana state waters,
What it says?
there's no
limit?
bag limit.
So that means you could catch these all day long till the cows come home. And that's a good fish to eat because it's tasty. It's a mild flavor fish. You can see it's a white fish. And they really eat good. Let's see. I shouldn't have cut that, but get these gills out. And whenever you fish, you should cut your fish stomach open just to see what they're eating, so you'll know. And on these fish, you have a soft spot right along the back fin. You have a soft spot. So what I'm saying is, like, right, see where this fin is? That line inside that fin, they have a nice soft spot where if you put your knife, a sharp knife, you'll be able to get in there real easy. And you could open this fish up. This knife is so sharp. It's also very, it's very dangerous because of this curve. You don't see it all the time, but your hand will find it. Lebu. Duck. Duck.
Uncle Stan, bro, you missed those high notes singing on the kayak.
I know, bro. I know. I couldn't even get it. It's something about being in the water where it's like, nothing really matters. But I tried. I also tried to hit some redfish and ended up just getting wet. That's it. But it was fun. Can't wait to go back and try again. The water.
No acoustics.
No acoustics.
I
Look.
thought the water was supposed to help with that.
It does. It does. They had a guy, I didn't see him, but I was on a kayak, and they had a guy on the bank. And man, I'm singing my heart out, right? And guess who pops up out of the bushes? The guy on the bank. Woo! All right. I kind of butchered him a little bit. No pun intended. Hey, Two-Face. All right. So I guess he for me. All right, let's see. We're doing good. Let's see. Whenever the head is this way, this is the hardest side for me to fillet. Especially leaving the bone.
Grandma Teresa.
Hey, Grandma, what's up? Is the, you should tell them about that fried ice cream you ate. The cornflake.
recipe: chicken imitation fried ice cream.
Yeah.
Fried chicken imitation ice cream. It was good. It had a nice like that caramelized white chocolate. It was really nice with like the coating. It was good.
Yeah, so did we release that video?
I don't know.
You're not part of Pause and Play Nola?
I don't upload.
Okay, well, do you check to see if your father uploaded?
Yeah, I checked today.
You know, I'm actually was proof watching your beer batter fish video.
It was chaos.
I know. I was thinking, well, first of all, good job with the drying the patent dry the fish. Because that could have ended up messing up the batter. You think the batter was too thick, you said?
I
thought it was good.
I said.
I thought it was good. We're gonna make a little fish stock with this backbone. I might have to save them actually, because it's not much. But I have a few more little fish that I need to process. So, all right, let me cut out these gills.
Grandma Teresa asked, "How are you doing?"
Doing good, Grandma.
Bobby A says, "How are things in the Lower Coast?"
Lower Coast is doing great. We just had our, I think, 20-year Hurricane Katrina
anniversary. Uncle Stan asks Sous Chef, "When are you gonna get a kayak?" Grandma Teresa says, "Hi, Sous Chef." Hi, Grandma.
Oh, you know, Grandma loves sous chef, boy. Woo, woo. I can't say nothing bad about you in front of Grandma.
I appreciate that.
Grandma be on my rack behind sous chef. Ooh. I'm gonna ship your butt up that Ohio. No, but your live went good, Grandma.
She said she watched your live earlier.
Oh, okay, cool. Which one? Because I really don't. Must have been the fishing live. Because I don't really release them. I think live. I try to keep my lives unreleased because I think it's a good way of rewarding people who join the live. You know. Because like you could be doing anything with your time. I also want to thank you guys for 1,000 subs. I think I'm like 1,600 hours. So I'm like 1,300 hours short of watch time to possibly for us to get the channel monetized.
Bobby A says, "Yeah, I can't believe it's been 20 years. 20 years ago, I was on an airboat patrolling Empire and Port Sulphur."
Tell him thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate
Grandma
that, brother.
Teresa says, "No Hurricane 1."
Appreciate that. Oh, the hurricane one. Okay. So I have a better audio. So when I did the Hurricane Katrina story, my experience, Biker told me the audio was bad and somebody else did. Now about that, my phone has a waterproof case. And what I found is my quality suffers with that waterproof case when I'm on speakerphone. So what I did...
Grandma Teresa said, "Awesome, you'll get monetized."
Yeah, I got to get $1,300 though, boo.
1,300 more.
1333, I think, something like that. So at some point, I doubt it happens in a year now, because my year is almost up, and it was a lot of work. I kid you not, a lot of work. Thanks for your help, Grandma, as well, and thank the rest of you guys for y'all help with potentially trying to get to the next step with the channel, whatever that may be. But so I was actually in Port Sulphur today, and there's a big plant they're building.
Stan says your truck mount was loose too.
The who that?
Your truck mount was loose too.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, because it was just vibrating on the road. But what I did, I had my GoPro on, and so while I was recording the live, I had my GoPro running. So I'm gonna release, if I haven't, the actual GoPro version of the Katrina experience.
Irma said it is a lot of work.
It is, yeah, it really is. When I first started YouTubing, I was putting in like 16 hours a day. So while sous chef was sleeping and first lady was sleeping, I was trying to figure things out for us, and it was a lot of late nights, early mornings, a lot of sleep deprivation.
Bobby, LNG is huge down the road, a lot of work and money. Hopefully the state and parish handle the money appropriately.
Hey, long live the Republic. That's true, and they're going to build that second plant at some point. They're going to build the second plant, and it's going to be basically directly across the street from the lieutenant governor's old house, Bobby Nungressa. He has a house that he built pre-Katrina, and I don't even think he lives there anymore because it was for sale some time ago. But we had a lot of help. A lot of people came down and tried to, help out in the city of New Orleans, and that's great. The city, in some ways, it'll never rebound from Katrina, and that's okay. All change isn't bad, but in some ways, the city will never be the same either, because a lot of the people, they got displaced for a while, or they died, or they couldn't come back for whatever reason and rebuild where they were. They might have came back, but they're not where they were. But and I said this in a video, but when you come to the city of New Orleans, what makes New Orleans special is the people. For example, when you go to your favorite restaurant, the view is good.
Well, Bobby A asked if you were fishing behind the hospital.
Yeah, I was.
Jackie.
I was, Bobby. Yep.
Retirement life says, "Hello, wow,
oh, what's
you
up,
have
Jackie?
some great knife skills."
I wouldn't say that too loud, boo.
Uncle Stan says, "I was just watching the GoPro Katrina vid when I saw you were live. Night and day difference from your live feed vid."
Yeah.
Bobby A says it washed the culture and the backbone of the city away.
That's right. It really did. It really did. And so the New Orleans today is different. Like I say, in some ways it's what it is, But, I had an aunt. My aunt, she went to Kansas, and she cried every day to come home. She cried every day to come home. And she came back eventually, and she's here right now in the city of New Orleans. But one thing about it is it was home for a lot of people. It was home, it was home. And so when you think about home, you want to be at home, and so for a lot of folks, not being able to be home, it really did a number on them. Some people died of a broken heart. Let me wash my hands, please. Some people died of a broken heart, not being able to come back home. And so that was a shame. All right, so these croakers are processed. Label. Give me your dish right there.
No place like the 504.
That's right. 504, baby. All right, so I'm gonna sit them in here. 1, 2, 3. Bon. What's after bon? Hat.
Sink.
Says. Sous chef knows a little French. She used to count French in her sleep when she was a little kid. All right, this is a black drum. Black drum. It's cousins to the redfish, and so.
And no place like Louisiana.
No place like it. No place like it. It's a special place. So on the inside of the fin, you have a little groove right along this fin, And a lot of people don't like to clean these because they're hard to clean. But we'll attempt to clean it and make it as easy as possible.
Does anybody here clean fish?
Your
In
daddy.
the comment section.
Your daddy. I gotta work. Let me get on this sharp knife right quick just to get in. This side isn't gonna be hard because it's more ergonomic for me. See, like that? So I just find it easier to follow
Bobby says just fillet that one.
That's right, Bobby. I find it easy just to follow that little bone, that little line, the soft spot, as I like to call it. Just follow the soft spot. Now, because I'm right-handed, whenever the fish head is away from me, I find it a challenge. But Reed, the fishmonger, always puts in the tip of the knife and go forward like that. And I guess that's the way I have to start doing it on this side. And I should have on a cutlass glove. I told y'all that. So please don't follow my bad example. I'm not endorsing this at all.
You know, Stan, it's not a bad thing to know a guy.
You know? Yep, that's right. I've been kind of cleaning fish for a little while. And, you know, it's like anytime you process anything, you're gonna slip. You know, and I've had my fair share of slips. You don't like to slip, but it happens. And so now I'm gonna work the backbone. Can they see in here?
Yes.
Inside of it?
Well.
There you go. There you go. Now you're acting like okay. I'm gonna just work inside there, like that. Go a little higher. Yep. There we go. Now, I want to come around this cavity, but let me get this first. It's okay. It's okay. I ain't gonna cut through that head. All right, let's come on back on this side. Come right down. Stick the thumb there.
Hey Creole, remember when you used to use the electric knife back in the gap?
Yeah. But you know what, Biker? I always prefer to do it by hand. Because once you do it by hand, the electric knife will come and go. But by hand, it's a little bit harder to get rid of that. You know? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna cut through those stomach bones right there. I'm about to flip this fillet over. But one thing I do like to do before I go all the way through, I'm gonna do this side as well.
Full control.
That's right. I'm gonna leave that like that. Come through here. And this little bone always stick me, but not today. Something like that. Now I'm gonna pop the tail off right there. And then I'm gonna cut along the head. Like that. Come back out. And look, nobody taught me how to clean fish. So like sometimes these guys be on TV and they're cleaning fish. Nobody taught me that. We didn't have YouTube when I was a kid. And you can see that backbone is cleared.
Bobby says he likes to start the head and work towards the tail.
Yeah, I can see the benefit of it too, you know? I definitely can. And that's what I'm saying, Bobby. Like, I learned this through trial and error and just learning the hard way. Matter of fact, my dad, I remember he went fishing in the Gulf of Mexico, well, Gulf of America now. And what was so cool was he came home with one of the biggest redfish I ever saw in my life. And when I saw the redfish, I couldn't believe he caught it. And I was about, 13 years old. And I said, Dad, I'm gonna clean the fish for you. He said, you know how to clean it? I said, I'm gonna figure it out. So you know how we cleaned it? I just gutted it. I just gutted it. That's it. And that worked. That worked for years. One of our neighbors, he was from down the road, as we call it. And this dude, He was the first person I ever saw in my life to tenderloin a fish, you know, to get the fillet. And I was just so blown away by that. I was like, man, that's crazy. How you do that? But he was like, oh, all you got to do is this. But, you know, him saying that and me learning how to do it was two different things. You know, I could have left this all. I just want to get the gill out for the stock.
Jackie says they eat the backbone as well.
Oh, yeah. Tell Jackie I'm going to watch her chicken video on the chicken backs. And I got to catch up with her retirement video.
Stan says old Mr. Danny.
Oh, Mr. Danny, MD, man. You know he's still alive, huh, Stan? He's still alive. So right now in Louisiana, we have a flesh-eating bacteria that has claimed the lives of a few people. And so a few days ago, I was fishing down Port Sulphur, and I ate a raw shrimp that jumped in a kayak. And my friend is now worried that I'm going to have a flesh-eating bacteria take me out. So this is not bad. It's not bad for, you know, a nice little drum. And I'm going to just discard this because we're going to make a stock. We're going to make a stock with that. So now for this, there's a lot of different ways to do it. But for this beautiful fillet, there's many ways of doing it. And I shouldn't be using a boning knife.
Uncle Stan says great guy. He was so generous to us as kids.
Yeah, he was. He was. He definitely didn't deserve what he got. But he was. He was a good dude, man. He was a good dude. So on this fillet, that was just the stomach. I'm going to attempt to use this big old inappropriate knife. Lebu, is that a good angle?
Yeah.
Now, one thing, oh, that's not good. But the fillet is okay. But I left a little bit of meat. So this is what we're going to do. All right. That'll be a nice little strip. And let's see, I got a little bit more. Right there. That's another little test piece. All right, and this is all I can live without. And the reason being, on the back of redfish and drum, you have a thick bloodline, and that bloodline will make your fish less appealing for me. It'll make it taste fishy and all that other stuff you hear about. It'll make it taste fishy and all that good stuff. So most time, I aim to get rid of the bloodline. And so there are times when I will lose just a little tad bit of meat for that purpose. See, like right here, all of that bloodline is still on the skin. Now, sometimes I'll just take the knife and do a little V like this just to get that bloodline out. But that's not bad. That's okay. I got a little bone right here. So
He spent a lot of money and time fishing, kneeboarding, and four-wheeler riding with Dame.
Yeah.
Full gaze.
Yep, he did. He really did. He really did. All right, so we're gonna knock this one out. I use this boning knife because, and the reason, just to let you know, the reason I use more than one knife when I clean fish is because one knife is gonna be like my junker knife, where I could hit the backbone, I could hit this, I could hit that, and I'm not worrying about the knife being dull. It's sort of like a guy with a really nice pocket knife. He's not gonna use that really nice pocket knife, even though he can. He's not gonna use it like he'll use that box cutter.
Says, dang, bro, fish keep spawning.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm thinking that tomorrow at some point I'm gonna break away and try to sneak back down there. But I really want to try to learn a few spots on the lakefront. I really want to try to learn a few spots on the lakefront. And I have a Texas citlet that one of the guys caught in a, oh, that's not good. I have a Texas citlet. And so what I'm going to try to do is hang on to him for just like bait for maybe a catfish or something like that. Because I was doing a lot of fishing in the river, the Mississippi.
Watch the weather tonight.
You know, I never watch the weather. That might be why I got wet. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I try to keep a junker knife, something that I could cut through bones with and not hurt the integrity of my good knife. So that's kind of the whole process behind why I use so many knives. But this is my favorite knife right here. It's like a slicer, but it's easy to sharpen. It is. Oh, get back. The dog likes raw fish, just like me. I enjoy raw fish as well, especially like fish I catch. I really enjoy that. A little too much. Why am I doing it now? So my whole theory is you don't want to use your good knife for trash work because your blade is going to get abused too much. Whereas if you have a junker knife, that's safe to use. I think it's just better overall. All right, so I'm satisfied with this fillet right there. And I'm gonna eat this piece for y'all, all right? Tastes like chicken. Actually, it's pretty good. The flesh is very tender, but the fish has a very bland flavor. I should have put a little salt on it. But it was very good. Once you eat raw fish that you catch, you kind of just get a little taste for it. Now I'm not gonna sit there and eat 3 pounds of it unless I absolutely have to, you know, but, and also when you clean fish, know where your fingers are. Just know where your fingers are. All right, so now I want to pull his backbone out. I'm getting the gills off because when we make the stock, I don't need the gills in there. And I hate getting my right hand dirty. I believe in clean hand, dirty hand for everything. If you're battering stuff, you keep one of your hands clean, mainly your knife hand because you don't want it to be slippery. But there are occasions where I have to abort that whole concept, and I don't enjoy that. And my moderator, my sous chef walked off the job. So I don't know if I was boring her or if she has something more important to do than what Daddy asked her to do. That's how you know your kid is ready to get on their own, you know? All right. So I got one more. Oh, let me get these off. Let me wash the hands. So I'm gonna get Lebu. Dende Baya. Chazung Chakungzu. Voida. All right, let's see what we got. But I really like this knife that I'm using right here. This is like my favorite go-to for everything. Lebu. What's up?
Still no flounders, huh?
No flounders. I don't know what's going on. But that is a pretty good fillet. If I do say so myself, but I am a little partial. You want to eat a piece raw? Why not? The dog like it. Put a little salt on it. You won't eat it cooked, I tell you that. So a lot of people, they say that they don't keep drum in redfish because they have worms in it. And I'm gonna tell you my little opinion. More for us, man. More for us. We won't force you. We won't force you. Promise you.
He said she's not in Japan no more.
That's true.
I didn't.
And it ain't a horse. It's not horse.
I only ate sushi twice there.
It's not a horse. And it's her father asking her if she want a delicacy.
Congratulations on your subs from Jack.
Thank you, Jackie. Trying to be like you. You and Grandma. I don't know if you follow Grandma Teresa. Grandma Teresa Gilmore. She does senior fixed income meals. And I got to tell you, man, when I was first starting the YouTube channel for the family, for my family, like Stan and Grandma Teresa were like that day one, you know? And like as far as engagements and support, like I'm talking about day one, you know? But I appreciate everybody who supports, you know, content creators, you know, because it's like you could be doing a lot of stuff with your time. So the fact that you want to watch some old guy clean a fish right now, you know, that's a big deal for me. That's a big deal. But, you know, it's a process, and unfortunately, it takes time for sometimes the channels to be seen by certain audiences or certain people. And like, you know, there are a lot of YouTube channels I support, and I'll just look at like 30 seconds of a video and I just click like, I tap it, you know, I click share, because if I like it, I figure other people may like it, you know? So that's why I share a lot of different videos on my community tab, because it's just a way for me to let the person know I really liked your video and I like to share, because sharing is caring, right? Well, not Karen, but Caring. And Bingo was his name, yo. All right, let's see. But also, there's a lot of different content that I do like. But what happened, I downloaded TikTok, and you know, TikTok started letting me go live. So I was doing a lot of live TikToks when I was cycling in the city of New Orleans. And then TikTok started restricting my live feed. So, but before they were doing that, my YouTube videos suffered. Like I just stopped posting on YouTube. So what I realized was I needed to have content for my YouTube, but also be able to go live on TikTok. And that's when I actually got the GoPro and I started to go live on TikTok, and I would still be able to record for YouTube with the GoPro. And so that was what I was doing, but TikTok started taking a lot more of my time. And I was like, this ain't good, because I was trying to keep the momentum that I had on YouTube as far as just posting content, or what some people say is content, but you know how that goes. So that's where we at. All right, I'm gonna take this head off of this last one, and let's see. But I might go fishing tomorrow, because I'm very unfulfilled with my goal. I've been running behind these redfish, and I saw at the very end of the day, after the rain gave me a shower, I stuck with it, and I saw this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful redfish. And he was out of the water because it was real low. So I saw the top of him. Ooh, I hope you didn't get a splatter. I saw the top of him, and he was so beautiful. Oh, wow, look at this. I forgot all about this one. My boy caught this drum. Show you this little surprise. So the drum actually swallowed the hook. And whenever a fish swallows the hook, it's going to be a fight, a dog fight. Once they get it past in the stomach, they fight even harder because it's hooked so deep. But yep. So I'm glad to get that out. So now I'm on TikTok right now, and TikTok is, it's a special place. So I found Janine's on TikTok recently. I found Spongy, so I've been chopping it up with them. But yep. So I am on TikTok. I do like TikTok. There are a lot of things I don't like about it, but I think overall, now you can eat these stomachs also. I'm not gonna do it today, but you could definitely eat the stomachs. So you cut them out just like that. They do have a bone. They do have a bone. So like, for example, the bone is right here. I could make this little bitty cut and just cut that little piece of meat off like that. And if I did a better job, I could take off a bigger piece of meat. But I just try to cut it to the bone like that. Clean that up. Because these eat good as well, so you don't have to get rid of that stomach. You can keep it, but they do have a nice bone in there. You could even fry that just if you're not eat fish with bones, or saute it and get the bones out. It works just as good. But whenever I have like a rib, like if I have a wild hog, people eat the ribs. I don't. I take my knife and I slice along the ribs and get that whole piece of meat off. And it is the best piece. It's better than the backstrap. It's better than the tenderloin. It's the best piece. When you slide your knife along that rib, because you make the rib boneless, but the flavor of the rib is still there, and it's really good. See that? I was starting to get a big head. All right. So anyway, that's where we at. So I want to say thank y'all for hopping on. Let's see. Grandma Gilmore, retirement life. I do the same. Janine, Jackie, Stan. Oh yeah, let me show y'all this right quick. So if you ever see this little thing right here, this is a Texas citlet, and we're gonna use him for catfish bait. So let me just show you. Let me show you how we do it. You ever had brain fog? So I cut him like that. Ooh wee. Cut him like that. All right, now for the head, I just cut the head in half. Okay. And this cardboard is really fighting against me. All right, so now I'll hook the head. So 2, and then I'll cut these the same way in half. Right? All right, so there's 4 pieces. And I'll cut this one like this. And I'm only showing you how to do this, so if you ever do the same thing. And you could also cut them bigger or smaller, depending on what you're trying to fish for. And if the size of the fish, So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? Also, just one other thing. Just something to keep in mind. Like, they have a lot of fish cleaning videos on YouTube. So if you live in a certain area and you're just wondering how to clean certain fish, or you just want to know how to clean a halibut or a monkfish or a bluefin tuna, you could check out videos. They got a few guys I watch in India who clean fish. I watch a lot of Japanese videos, and that's how I do it. And you just fish this cut bait. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this in a bag and put that bag in the freezer. And I'm gonna get all this stuff cleaned up, and I'm gonna have to, so I might even save some of this. I might save some of these scraps, because I'm gonna start, when I go back to the spot I was fishing in, I have a minnow trap. So I'm gonna put that in the minnow trap. And then once I put that in the minnow trap, I'll be able to catch some little cockerhole minnows. And what I'm gonna do when the water is not clear, I'm gonna fish with those cockahoe minnows. So hopefully that will create a little live action, because certain time of year or when the water's not clear, just be honest, your bait isn't really doing a great job. And so I find that, or I realize that we need to start fishing with live bait. And so rather than buying live bait, you just get you a little trap and you could catch your own bait and make it work like that, you know? So that's kind of where we at as far as that whole process. So I'm gonna get all of this stuff cleaned up, and I really need to eat. So I'm gonna probably do a Cajun sausage, and I might just not scramble, I might hard fry 3 eggs and do a Cajun sausage in the air fryer with probably a piece of keto toast, because you know I'm trying to keep that blood sugar together. So I appreciate y'all hopping on for this live stream. I also appreciate all of the support watching the videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere else we at. I also appreciate the comments, because the comments really are good. I just want to say this last thing. So we have over 1,000 supporters on YouTube, and we never asked for one. We never told anybody like, comment, subscribe. All I've ever said was comment. You know what I'm saying? And I've asked people to comment. But other than that, we never asked anybody to subscribe. And the whole reason was, we trust you that if you want to watch the channel, you will. If you want to support the channel by subscribing, you will. So I want to say thank y'all, because y'all are the best. And I can't ask for more than that. And all of my live streams, I might make this one public, but most of my live streams will stay private, because I want to give the person who's able to jump on, you know, and make a little time, I want to give them exclusivity like that, you know. So thank y'all, all right? I'll see y'all at the next one. Appreciate all of y'all. And remember,